So Mike Greenberg and Jeff Saturday from ESPN's Get Up talked about the Browns and that game against the Patriots.
The Browns, if you look at the names on the backs of the jerseys, despite the injuries, are an enormous disappointment. They have greatly underachieved relative to their talent. How much of that is about the quarterback?
Very little, in my opinion. Listen, I'm just being real with you. You don't believe that Baker Mayfield can win you games. I mean, Kevin Stefanski's not an idiot, bro. He understands Mayfield is not going out there throwing for 400 yards and 4 touchdowns every week. He understands what that offense should and should not be. The problem is when you have Chubb out, you have Hunt out, and I'm not taking the shot at Dearness Johnson. I think he's a good football player, but you have to fall in love with what you think is going to keep you in the game, and they did not. To Dan's point, the minute they went down 14-7, they got off it. And let's address the defense, who is getting boat raced week in and week out. And again, look at the names on those jerseys.
Yeah.
Let's welcome in Kevan Arnold from the Voice of the Land podcast. And Kevin, when you look at it, defense has not lived up to what most people thought. They've been inconsistent. They haven't put good games back to back, I think is probably the fairest way to talk about them.
We knew we were going to have to wait for this defense to kind of find some chemistry, but they had the players on this defense to make enough plays early on in the season. And we're seeing this team make the same mistakes early on. My biggest takeaway from some of the players talking after the game was John Johnson III, when he is saying that the Patriots did a good job with film study and they went back and beat us with things that beat us early on in the season. You're supposed to be getting better as the season goes on, and you're still kind of having those issues, those gaps and lapses in judgment, lapses in execution on defense, where the same thing is now coming back to haunt you a week after you boat raced the Cincinnati Bengals, to steal a line from Jeff Saturday. You boat raced the Cincinnati Bengals and got the turnovers you said that you were working towards getting, that this defense is supposed to be about. Getting off the field on third down, getting the turnovers, getting their offense back on the field. At some point, when your offense goes down and scores on the first drive, or it's a back and forth type game and your offense finds some momentum and goes down and scores when they're trying to come back, the defense has got to get off the field right away. That's what the Patriots did after their team scored on their opening drive, and then they just went on from